I'm with my friend in a tea room in Tokyo. Tea is commonplace in Japan. You can find it in traditional tea houses and in contemporary tea cafes. You'll find tea and tea-flavored foods and drinks everywhere, in homes, in offices, even in vending machines. Today, we're visiting a cafe that specializes in wagashi, or traditional Japanese sweets. In this video, my friend and I will select and savor wagashi and tea. I'll talk you through the dialogue and break down some of the phrases and vocabulary as we go. どれも美味しそうですね。
そうですね。
これ見てください。
わあ、美味しそう。私は羊羹が好きです。
私も好きです。
羊羹にします。
どれにしますか？どれも美味しそうですね。
この粒あんのにします。
美味しそうですね。
あと玉露にします。
Did you notice what I said when I opened the menu with all the desserts? どれも美味しそうですね. That means everything looks delicious. どれも美味しそうですね. And my friend replied, そうですね, which here means something like, it sure does. そうですね. I don't follow a special diet, so I could have happily eaten anything from the menu. But even if you have dietary restrictions, wagashi may still be a treat you can try. For example, many are naturally gluten-free or vegan or both. All I wanted, though, was something that would catch my eye, and when I found it, I said, これ見てください. Look at this. これ見てください. I was pointing to the yokan. Yokan is a type of wagashi made from red or white azuki bean paste, agar, and sugar, where various flavors such as tea, honey, and seasonal fruits can be added. It's usually molded into a bar and served in slices, a perfect complement to green tea. 美味しそう。私は羊羹が好きです, said my friend. 美味しそう means that looks delicious. And 私は羊羹が好きです means I like yokan. 美味しそう。私は羊羹が好きです. I'm a fan of yokan, so I said, 私も好きです. That means I like it too. 私も好きです. My friend decided that's what she wanted to order. 羊羹にします. I'll have yokan. 羊羹にします. There are many delicious varieties of yokan, so I asked her, どれにしますか? どれも美味しそうですね. どれにしますか means which one? どれも美味しそうですね means they all look delicious. どれにしますか? どれも美味しそうですね. She knew which one she wanted. この粒あんのにします. That means the one with whole azuki beans. この粒あんのにします. While azuki bean paste is the main ingredient for yokan and other wagashi, whole azuki beans can be added for texture. And I replied, 美味しそうですね, or that looks delicious. 美味しそうですね. Then my friend picked a tea to go with her yokan. あと玉露にします. And I'll have 玉露. あと玉露にします. 玉露 is different from most green teas in that it's grown in the shade, which produces a slighter, sweeter cup. It's steeped at a lower temperature to preserve its delicate flavors. You'll find it's more expensive than commonly served teas. Now, it's my turn to decide.
わあ、これ見てください。
美味しそう。私は生菓子が好きです。
私も好きです。
生菓子にします。
どれにしますか？どれも美味しそうですね。
これにします。
美味しそうですね。
あと抹茶にします。
では注文しましょう。
My friend had decided what she wanted, and now I needed to decide. Everything looked delicious. My friend said, わあ、これ見てください. Remember that? Ah, look at this. わあ、これ見てください. She had pointed to one of the namagashi. Namagashi are beautifully crafted sweets, often reflecting a seasonal motif, and served with tea. おいしそう。私は生菓子が好きです, I said. You remember おいしそう, don't you? That looks delicious. And 私は生菓子が好きです means I like 生菓子. おいしそう。私は生菓子が好きです. My friend loves 生菓子, so she said, 私も好きです. That means I like it too. 私も好きです. So I decided that's what I wanted to order. 生菓子にします. I'll have 生菓子. 生菓子にします. Like Yokan, there are many kinds of 生菓子, so my friend said, どれにしますか? どれも美味しそうですね. どれにしますか means which one? どれも美味しそうですね. That's they all look delicious. どれにしますか? どれも美味しそうですね. "これにします, I responded, or this one. これにします. And she replied, 美味しそうですね. Remember what this means? That's right. That looks delicious. 美味しそうですね. Then I picked a tea to go with my 生菓子. I wanted a hot tea, so I said, あと抹茶にします, which means, and I'll have matcha. あと抹茶にします. We had decided what we wanted, and it was time to order. My friend said, では注文しましょう. All right, let's order. では注文しましょう. Let's look at some takeaway phrases. これ見てください. Look at this. 私は羊羹が好きです. I like Yokan. 美味しそうですね. That looks delicious. 羊羹にします. I'll have Yokan. You got it. 美味しそうですね。
美味しいですよ。
玉露はどうですか？
羊羹とよく合います。生菓子はどうですか？
抹茶とよく合います。My friend and I were admiring our wagashi and tea. Did you notice the presentation, the attention to detail, the simple yet attractive teaware? You don't have to look too hard in Japan to find this elegant aesthetic. I looked at my friend's Yokan and said, 美味しそうですね. That looks delicious. 美味しそうですね. After she took a bite, she said, 美味しいですよ. That means, yes, it's delicious. 美味しいですよ. Then I asked about the tea. 玉露はどうですか? That's, how's the 玉露? 玉露はどうですか? And she replied, 羊羹とよく合います. Or, it's perfect with Yokan. 羊羹とよく合います. When I tasted my dessert, she asked, 生菓子はどうですか? Or, how's the 生菓子? 生菓子はどうですか? It was perfect, so I said, 抹茶とよく合います. Recognize that? It means, it's perfect with matcha. 抹茶とよく合います. We enjoyed chatting over our wagashi and tea, but eventually it was time to go. Let's see how to say goodbye. 和菓子がお好きなんですね。
お茶とよく合います。
今日はありがとう。
ありがとう。
ではまた今度。
また今度。
Tea houses and cafes often sell packaged wagashi. After we finished our tea, my friend bought some to take with her. I said to my friend, 和菓子がお好きなんですね. That means, you like wagashi, don't you? 和菓子がお好きなんですね. She said, お茶とよく合います. Or, yes, it's perfect with tea. お茶とよく合います. I had a lovely afternoon and thanked my friend. 今日はありがとう. That's, Thank you for today. 今日はありがとう. Of course, you know what she said. ありがとう. And then we said goodbye. There are many ways to say this, and I said, ではまた今度, which means something like, well, until next time. ではまた今度. This is a common way for friends to say goodbye. And so my friend responded, また今度. Until next time, また今度. Let's look at some more takeaway phrases. 和菓子はどうですか? How's the wagashi? お茶とよく合います. It's perfect with tea. ありがとう. Thank you. また今度. Until next time. You got it! As I mentioned before, wagashi are traditional sweets. They're found across Japan from specialty shops to convenience stores. Most wagashi include sweet bean paste. My friend and I had ordered two kinds, namagashi and Yokan. Daifuku is another popular kind. It's a ball of mochi that's a paste made from rice flour. It's commonly filled with a sweet bean paste, but you can find a variety of sweet delicacies in the center, like strawberries. If you like Daifuku, you can say, 私は大福が好きです. If you decide to buy some, you might say, 大福にします. Another tasty treat is monaka. Monaka are delightful treats made of two light, crispy wafers filled with an azuki bean paste. The wafers are made from rice flour and are often formed into beautiful shapes or patterns. If you like monaka, you could say, 私はmonakaが好きです. If you decide to buy some, you might say, もなかにします. In the cafe, I ordered matcha. It's a tea that's popular worldwide for its health benefits, culinary uses, and rich flavor. Matcha powder is common in Japanese households and essential to tea ceremonies. But matcha isn't the only tea that's popular. There are over a dozen green teas cultivated in Japan. Some are rare, some shade-grown, like yokuro. Some are made from tender tips and others from roasted stalks. The most common by far is sencha. It's a whole leaf green tea that's served hot or cold. Sencha is perfect with wagashi. If you like sencha, you could say, 私はsenchaが好きです. If you decide to order it, you might say, 煎茶にします. While tea is ubiquitous in Japan, coffee is also a mainstay. It can be found in both national and international chains, in small local kisaten, and even in corner vending machines. If you like coffee, you could say, 私はコーヒーが好きです. If you decide to order it, you might say, コーヒーにします. In coffee shops, Western-style desserts will likely dominate the menu. For example, you'll often find tiramisu, macaroons, or a custard called pudding. If you like custard, you could say, 私はプリンが好きです. If you decide to try it, you could say, プリンにします. Whether you're sipping sencha with a delicate wagashi or savoring coffee with tiramisu, Japan's rich tea and coffee culture is well worth exploring. Thanks for joining! We visited a Japanese tea room, explored the world of wagashi and tea, and learned how to describe what looks delicious and what we like. To learn more useful phrases and gain more cultural insights, check out our other videos.